Radio, grade 11s, we are on to our next chapter called Interpenetration and Development. And this is where we're going to get different objects joining each other. And we're going to have to determine exactly how they join each other and how do they look when they're unfolded or folded out, developed to be produced, for instance. And we're using our third angle orthographic projection drawing methods. And they've given us here a front view and a top view. And these are two right equilateral triangle prisms that's fit to shape around each other. And the axes of both of them are lying in a common vertical plane. Okay, so there you can see in my front view, this side here is going to be this here. That side is going to be this side here. And this triangle, the top of it is actually this surface here, and then those two lines going down is going to the center line. That corner there is actually this hidden detail here. Okay, they've given us enough measurements to draw this, and I want us to draw the given front view, the top view, a left view, and develop both of these surfaces. Now remember, this is just introduction. It's going to get a lot more complex, so let's get going on this immediately. We're going to start ourselves off with just placing it in our drawing board. Remember, we've got to develop it still, so we're going to start here on the left hand side. It's going to have an XY, and I'm going to start here on this top view because that's where I have the most information at the moment. So let's get drawing. Okay, once you get to this point where you finish the front view and the top view, it's going to be important for you to number these drawings. Now, I know it's the first drawing you're going to do. You're going to think numbering, waste of time. But start with understanding numbering. Okay, so if we look at this, this is remember, this is my top view. And this corner here on top is actually this corner. This corner is that corner. This one is this corner, but directly below it, there's another one, right? So this dot here, or this corner here, would actually represent two corners. So I'm just going to number, I'm going to start here, I'm going to call this one 1, 2, and 3. So this will be my 1, on the front here will be my 2, and my 3. Then I'll go down at the bottom, we've got 4, 5, and 6, and just to number that, that's going to be 4, 5 is going to be here on front and 6 is at the back. Okay, so just differentiate for yourselves. 1, 2, and 3 is on top, 4, 5, and 6 at the bottom. That's why I've placed 4, 5, and 6 at the inside of this triangle, just to help me remember. Then our triangular prism that's entering on the side, I'm going to call this corner here on the front A. At the bottom here is B and C. So this is my A here. Right at the bottom there is B and C. Okay. And that's going to help us when we start getting more and more lines going here. So the next step is going to be to draw our left view. So just enter your X1, Y1 here, 45, and start projecting the different lines across. Okay, so once you've done that, now just look how easy this is going to be. Where 1 and 1 meets, make a dot and call that 1. Where 2 meets 2, we're going to make a dot. Where 3 meets 3, it's going to be directly behind it. Where 4 meets 4 is at the bottom. 5 and 5 and 6 and 6. Okay, so there we already have part of our triangle. You can actually go in and just draw this in so long. Right, it always helps you when you are able to draw those things that you know are right. Draw it in. So let's take A across and up. There's A. B is at the bottom, and C. Now remember, sorry, this is our left view. So it's if I look from this side, do you think, will we see first corner C here or first A? We'll first see the C, right? And the A will be behind it. So if we draw this in now, there it is. How far does this bottom line go in? It's all the way up to this point. So, and A and C goes all the way up to this point here. Okay. There's the line of penetration there, and we can complete this. Okay, so I'm just going to use another color to just highlight what I've been trying to communicate here. Okay, this hidden detail, okay, this hidden detail lines here, right? If I bring that across, it's actually this line. Can you see that? And on the top, see if I have another color here. Black's not going to really help it. But this distance is, in fact, that distance there. Does that make sense? All right. So this is my left. Just right here, left. This is my front. And my top. So if I look from the left, this is what I will be seeing. This edge here, okay, is this entire surface. Make sense? And that top corner there is that line. This bottom corner is that line there, okay? And then this surface, let's see if my green actually wants to, there we go. This entire surface that we see here is this surface here. Hope that makes sense to you. Okay, from the top it's that line. Okay, makes sense? Hope so. Alright, that's going to be our first part. Front view, top view, left view. The next one, they want us to clearly show the curve of interpenetration. That's the one that we've done there. Getting marks for that. And then they want us to develop the surface of both these drawings. So they want us to be able to manufacture it. Okay, so let's take the main pipe first. That's going to be our easier one. Just project that across. The height's already. Remember, the key with development of a surface is you must use true length. So now, because I've numbered this, it's going to be very easy. We're going to start with one there. Just going to draw. There's no corner on one. I'm going to use red here to get this clearly for you. Okay, that's number one. Okay, it's now a new drawing. Just it's separate, but we have to fit it in. That's why I'm drawing it here. In line with this, it's number one. Then we go to 2, so we have to get the true length here. And just let's have a moment of respect. This compass was my grandfather's, used almost 70 years ago, the last time that this drew. So it's a privilege to be able to draw the first line, and you are witnesses of the first measurement that I'm taking with this in more than 70 years. It's a little bit rusted, but it's going to work. So that's my true length of this side from 1 to 2. So I'm just going to take that and let's have a clap of hands. That's going to be each one of these sides. Can you see? It's a equilateral triangle. So, I actually don't have enough space here. Going into my drawing. Let's do a construction line here. Okay. So we're starting here with 1, then we have 2, we have 3, and we're going to end off with 1 on the side. Sorry for the little bit of a mistake there. Okay, so 1 we've drawn, that's this surface, and you can see here that the curve of interpenetration is between this point and that point. Alright, so it's going to be here in this area. 3 again, there's nothing happening, that's going to be a solid line, and just draw that in. And 1 is also this at the back is going to be that back flat part. It's going to be there. Just draw this in here. Okay, that's a piece of metal that we're going to use to make our main pipe. Okay, the sheet. Okay, but on 2, we're going to have a little hole here, and that's the sizing that we need to determine. So we know the height of it. We can bring that across. Just do that in construction, bring that across. Okay, but it's the distance here that's going to be important, and we're going to use my Upas ruler. We have to use a true length. Now you know that when a line is parallel in the one view, we have a true length in the opposite view. So from this 2 to C here, okay, that true length, because it's parallel, we know that this here is a true length. I hope you're keeping with me. That there is a true length, okay? So I can take this and I can make a mark. It's going to be the same for the other side. Again, parallel. So it's going to be exactly the same. And I've got my top marks here. And then at the bottom, it's directly on this corner. So I can just project that across. There it is. I'm going to use a different color for that. That's going to be the hole that we need to cut. Okay, this is in the main pipe. Okay, there we have it. That is our main pipe, and just to make sure you are with me, we're going to call this one is A, this here is B and C. It's that A, B and C. Okay, for our branch pipe, we can just create a different start off a new drawing at the bottom. We'll just go construction line. We'll give it a 90-degree corner, and we're going to take this smaller triangle now. We can use its true lengths again to have the different sizes. 1, 2, 3, 4. There it is. Just in construction, we're going to show you now where to get the heights. Construction here. Okay, and we're going to number them A, B, C, and A. Oh, I got one too many here. Okay, so what's the length of A? It's this length here. We've just taken this, we've turned it on its side. So A's length going to be this one. Clear dot. It's also C's length. Okay, and then B is okay, and then between A and C, let's just take this step by step here. If we look here, the first part from A, it goes to B. Okay, that's the side difference here. So the first one from A, that height is there. B is this side. That's the first line. Then it's go from B to C. It's again with that same height up. Okay. All right. That's on the other side. But when we get to between C and A, okay, we actually have to follow this path. Right. It wraps around that triangle. So I can't just go back now. Although I have to end here. I have to end here so that these two sides meet. There's something happening in between here. You can see here, remember we said this is a flat surface, right? There's a flat surface, but it's wrapping around too. It's wrapping around. So we need to get the center of this. All right. Construction line. And we need to get this height. You can use this corner here. Okay, that's actually that wraparound. So if we draw this in now. Okay, so let me take you through. This is the line from A to B. Okay, then at the back it's going again from B up to C. Alright, now we're on this top corner. And we still have to go around it. That's where these two shorter lines come in. Okay. That's it. This is the development of the side pipe. And this is development of the main pipe. Okay, and please keep these folding lines. Don't write them out. We want to see them. And this is then how you do your first interpenetration and development, page 77. Now it's your turn.